everybody. My name's Phil Rogers. I'm Director of Community Services for the Borough Council. For those of you that don't know, I know not everybody. Barrett asked me to say a few words about community cohesion, which is one of the things that I'm responsible for in my job. But before I do that, I'd just like to thank Barak, Sharafat and Arif, who isn't here, who've at very short notice put this evening together. And a lot of hard work's gone into that, so I'd like to thank them. And the Borough Council is very pleased to be able to host this event in the Civic Hall and welcome you all here. So that's a real positive thing, I think. And I was thinking on the way, as I came along this evening, I was thinking that around about this time last year, I said a few words in a different place over at the hall. We had the launch of our Faith and Culture Guide for the town. Some of you may have seen it, but it's a book which is quite interesting. It's got a little bit about every faith of all the different faiths in Crawley that go to make up Crawley. And if you're a student of faith and religion, and I not particularly had been before that, but when I read that, I was struck that there are some common threads that run through all the different faiths around caring for your neighbour, looking out for your neighbour, sacrifice, thinking about the common good, thinking about working with your community, for your community. And I know from all of the friends and colleagues that I have that from Muslim culture, that's something that really permeates right through everything, around working, looking out for each other, thinking about your community, knowing each other through the mosques, and all of that is a really tight community thing, and I think that's great. A lot of other faiths have the same sort of ideals, but don't quite hold it together, I think, as well as you do within your faith, which is fantastic. And I think where that fits in with community cohesion is about making sure that everybody in the local neighbourhoods, everybody in the community of Crawley, as far as possible, is able to feel that they have a stake in that community, that they're part of it, that it's, they're not alienated or apart from it, and as a result of that, they want to be constructive and positive about how the role they play in their community, and not destructive with vandalism and doing bad things, crime. So cohesion is all about people looking out for their neighbour, feeling part of the community, and it so links in with the faith. The two strands, the two things are very much intertwined, and that's why something like this evening's celebration, auspicious events like Eid, and like some of the ones in the Christian calendar and other calendars, they're very much about looking at yourself, thinking about what your values are, what's important in your life, in your family, in your community, in your business, and challenging yourself about those things. And I know some of the things that have just been said, and some of the things that I've heard, that Eid is another occasion where it does ask us to do that and to do the right thing within our communities. So it's fantastic, and the Borough Council is very pleased and proud to be able to be associated with this. I know it was organised at very short notice, and I know there were lots of councillors who wanted to come along, but they already had other things planned, and it was only 2 or 3 days, and they couldn't turn that around. But anyway, have a good time. I'm not going to say anything more. There's been loads of food to eat, and we're going to have a wonderful time. And it's great to celebrate this with friends, brothers, and colleagues. So yeah, have a great time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Phil. I would like to invite Brother Aslam from the Crawley Massjid Committee to say a few words.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers. I thank Brother Farad and the Crawley Council as well that they've given us opportunity. Alhamdulillah, this is one of the first things we organised with the mosque, Langley Green and the Broadfield. But inshallah, this is the beginning, and we probably make maybe next time and next year, inshallah, more successful and enterprise and get everybody engaged. I think we can say only about 50, 60, but alhamdulillah, better than nothing, that is the starting point. Another thing which Phil mentioned, that the community, I think we've got more common and less difference with every community, if we look at that, and that's the way to look positively, that we have more common things, whether it's a Christian, whether it's a Jew, or whether it's a Hindu and Sikh. We have a very common ground, and that's the way we're going to look at that. How can we move forward and engage with the other communities? And I thank all the brothers that alhamdulillah we had a wonderful Ramadan this year, and we raised over £300,000 just in the Crawley Masjid for the last 3-4 months. So, alhamdulillah, we have enough money to complete phase 1, and we have just under £100,000 to move into the second phase, which is going to be the inside, the interior, which includes the heating, lighting, all the things, the carpets, plastering. So, alhamdulillah, we're moving in the right direction with the help of all the brothers, all the communities, the Sri Lankan brothers, the Arab brothers, the Pakistani, the Indian, all the brothers, alhamdulillah, they're contributing. And alhamdulillah, we're making progress, and similar progress being made into the Langreen Masjid. Alhamdulillah, very successful Ramadan this year. And inshallah, how we will carry on with the same spirit and achieve our objective, and our mosques are our community centers. So we need to build around our mosque, inshallah. Please keep the spirit high and support us to achieve those objectives. Jazakallah and Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah, brother Islam. May I request Uncle Ashraf to come and say a few words for the Langreen Masjid. Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers. There's not much to say because all those things which I wanted to say, that has been said. Imam Massjid said about Eid, about Ramadan. Although we get together every day, 5 times a day, and also during the on Friday prayer and on Eid prayer. But on that day, obviously, the time is very, very restricted. Everybody got to go as soon as we finish the prayer. People are rushing out. So, and this type of get-together, the main purpose is that to socialize, to get together and speak about our affairs. That's the main purpose. So, inshallah, it's the starting point. We doesn't look that it's very successful today, but at least it is starting point. We shall be doing from hopefully next year. And because the Eid celebration is especially for the children, so inshallah from next year we shall arrange maybe outside in the park, arrange for different games, involve kids in that, and also for the younger kids we'll do bouncing castle, things like that, and food. So inshallah. This year it's a starting point. Next year we will make arrangement properly, and we'll do that. During the month of Ramadan, as most of the speakers they have mentioned, that it was a very good Ramadan. We have raised quite a lot of money. Only in month of Ramadan, roughly we have raised £250,000 in both mosques, so which is such a good thing, and we should keep this momentum. We should not finish now that we have the Ramadan is gone. Therefore, we should forget that. We should carry on that momentum, because as far as Langley Green Mosque is concerned, you know that there is a time limit on the planning. We got to raise the funds within the next about 5-6 months to start the project next year, sometime in June, July. So I just want to thank you very much for all this cooperation during Ramadan, and I'll hope that you will keep on cooperating in that construction fund. Thank you very much.
Jazakumullah. I'd like to thank all the brothers. As you see the message from the Imam and to everyone else who spoke, that alhamdulillah, we getting together, this is part of the unity, this is part of our deen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq to come together, and inshallah the beautiful thing that we all trying to do is to have a standing in our own community. I have a question to establish a masjid that will not just benefit only ourselves as a Muslim community, but also the wider community as well. Inshallah, these projects will come together, and it does require a little bit more hard work. And inshallah, so far we have made a good start. And alhamdulillah, if we continue with this pace, and with your efforts and with your support, inshallah, we will continue this. I'd like to thank you for attending this event, and like Uncle said, inshallah, we will make more provisions, inshallah, also for our ladies and also our children to come together and celebrate this beautiful day of Eid. Jazakumullah khair. Food is being served very soon, so inshallah, go ahead with it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you. Jazakumullah khair.